Bitcoin could be getting ready to go at $56,000. But there is one big thing standing in the way of that happening. I'll be discussing that with you in today's video. Also, I wanted to give you a little reminder of just why Bitcoin is so important. I know we can all get obsessed with the number going up, but there's a bigger thing at play here when it comes to crypto, and I want to show you how that is working right now in real practice in the real world. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video to hear that as well. My name is Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. If you like that topic, you like staying up to date with what is happening in crypto, then a quick tap on the thumbs up button would be totally freaking awesome. So thank you in advance for taking a quick second to do that. By the way, every single week my team and I produce Wealth Mastery. It's a cryptocurrency investor report designed to help keep you ahead of the curve in this fast-moving market. Every single issue, you're going to get a deep dive on an altcoin. This week we did Merit Circle. You get a step-by-step DeFi tutorial. This week we did Solidly, the new exchange on Phantom Network. We're covering NFTs, including top 3 drops in the coming week or two. So, massive value, lots of hot new token sales, technical analysis, and much, much more. You can sign up down below using the link in the description for free, or of course go premium for less than $10 a week. Now let's talk about the price of Bitcoin, man. So we are looking at this potentially a beautiful double bottom forming up for Bitcoin. Now, this is very exciting because if this holds, if we do get our double bottom actually playing out here, then the technical breakout target for that is $56,000. Cool, man. I would take that. And if we do get up over $50,000, really, then that is a massive, massive reversal, basically saying that this bearish phase in the market has ended and we will be getting ready for the next big uptrend in the market. All sounds very exciting, obviously. However, there's a few things that could hold us back from that. I've got a few other charts we're going to share after we look at this chart. But just so you are aware, before you get too excited about this double bottom pattern, it has not confirmed yet. It has not confirmed. We need to close above this line right here, which is around approximately $45,000 in order for us to say that, yes, this is a valid breakout, a valid double bottom pattern. So we need to close a daily candle above $45,000, not the wick, the candle body, and preferably closing that with some nice volume to back it up. And I imagine that a lot of traders are watching this right now. And if we do get that confirmation, we'll see the volume coming behind it to push it up. However, until that happens, well, we are still in a situation where we could see more downside potential coming in for Bitcoin. Obviously, this mega pump that we had over the last few days was a beautiful thing. But just so you are aware, we could still come down to test the lower sides of this uptrend, right? We could come all the way back down to like $36,000 and still be in an uptrend. And if you want to look at the body closes for the candles, we could even come back down, for example, to the $38,000, $39,000 range and still be within a nice solid uptrend here for Bitcoin. So just so you're aware, those are the downside potentials for the price action, and of course the upside potential is absolutely massive if we can confirm that double bottom actually coming in. Just take a real quick too. We'll throw the moving averages up here. These are all the simple moving averages we're taking a look at here. So this dark blue line is the 200-day simple moving average. It's around $49,000 right now. That's an important price area, which we'll be talking about momentarily. If we can close the price of Bitcoin above $49,000, above the 200-day simple moving average, game on, man. Straight up, just game on. That could really be a signal that we are getting back into a very bullish period in the market. Right now, the 100-day simple moving average, the orange line on the chart here, right around $45,000, is acting as an area where we are seeing some resistance. Now, we do, of course, have that price resistance back from earlier in February, which Bitcoin has tried to break past, but you can see we came basically right up to where the previous wicks were from early February and got our price rejected there. So at least we're still trading above the 50-day moving average. That is a short-term bullish indicator showing that the bulls are starting to think about taking charge of the market again, but we really need to close above $49,000 in the 200-day simple moving average for just to really, get the champagne out, so to speak. I also want to share this chart with you here. So basically, a truckload of Bitcoin has changed hands between $46,850 and $49,550. That $3,000 price range zone, absolutely key area for us to get above. Obviously, this lines up with all of our key areas of price resistance, right? We've got strong price resistance, just below $46,000, for example. We have multiple areas of price resistance in between those areas, and a lot of Bitcoin has changed hands during the past few months in those zones. So that means that as we get up to these price points, we will see people potentially selling their investments, making it harder for us to get past those areas, because there were people who want to get out basically at zero, so to speak. So they bought Bitcoin at $49,000. They've been through this rough ride and they're like, man, I got to get out of this. This is too volatile for me. So how many of those sellers there's going to be? How quickly the market can absorb that? That is the interesting question. But you'll see it all lines up. It all lines up, right? $49,550 is the top of this range. $49,200 approximately is where the 200-day simple moving average is. Getting above 50K, I think, will be a very key thing. Interesting, too, we had the DeVere group come out saying that Bitcoin will reach $50,000 before the end of the month, which isn't exactly the most bullish prediction in the world. $50,000 is really not that far away from where we are right now. It's only a few thousand extra dollars. However, if we do hit $50,000, if we get a monthly close at $50,000, that's big from a technical perspective, because that really indicates a massive trend reversal and likely the start of the next big leg of the bull market, unless, some other country comes out and bans crypto or, all that drama happens again. But that could be what we're looking at here if we do get that $50,000 by the end of the month, and if we can close above it. And that could happen, very soon, for example, or it could take a bit of time for that to build up, but we're pretty close to it. And if we can get that monthly close above it, I think it's very bullish for us moving forward. Also, Glassnode shared this great chart here. So most Bitcoin wallet cohorts are now in net accumulation mode, smaller holders being the most aggressive. So this heat map here represents Bitcoin accumulation. So what we are seeing right here in the darker blue the color is, the more accumulation is happening. We are seeing massive amounts of accumulation of Bitcoin, particularly from retail investors. You can see they are some of the heaviest accumulation areas right now are people with less than one Bitcoin. People trying right now, taking advantage of basically Bitcoin being on sale, trying to stack up that one Bitcoin, furiously stacking sats. So it's very interesting to see that right now we have a very strong retail interest. Yes, whales are still buying, but much, much less compared to the retail buyers who are currently leading the buying effort. People particularly under one Bitcoin, but also people who have between 1 and 10 Bitcoin, also heavy buying pressure coming in from those, and really good buying pressure all the way up to really people with up to 100 Bitcoin accumulating, but definitely see the strongest accumulation right now, small wallet holders, which is a great thing. It means we're distributing Bitcoin to more and more people. We also see this chart here, the number of addresses holding 0.01 Bitcoin or more has just reached an all-time high of 9.565 million. That means more and more people are getting Bitcoin in their hands. And just look at this chart. Just look at this chart, right? It basically, except for a few exceptions, only goes up, right? So people just keep accumulating Bitcoin, and especially with the global geopolitical situation being the way it is, it's a great time to accumulate Bitcoin, obviously. So the number of Bitcoin addresses keeps going up. the demand keeps rising for Bitcoin, and yet the supply on exchanges keeps falling. The next Bitcoin halving's not that far away. Just keep on hodling, man. Keep on hodling that Bitcoin. And look, now let's move on to the second part of the video, because all that stuff's fun. You know we love talking about price here on the channel. Number go up's very exciting. But you have to remember that Bitcoin is one of the most powerful forms of money, if not the most powerful form of money in the world. It's very, very real life raft for people all over the world. And we've talked about so many of these stories from, Lebanon to Zimbabwe to Venezuela, Argentina, Turkey. So many fiat currencies have been crushed over the past few years, right? Ever since we've had this channel and been talking about this stuff, I've seen personally so many currencies just go down the toilet of history and taking, unfortunately, average people's wealth right along with it. Average people's savings, gone. Hopes for the future, gone. Hopes to send your kids to a good school, gone. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. However, anybody who could get their hands on some Bitcoin in all of those situations did well in all of those situations. Okay, sure, Bitcoin's down 36% from its all-time high, but if you had been a Lebanese person, for example, and you bought Bitcoin 2 or 3 years ago, you're up so much right now because your own local currency's gone down so much and Bitcoin has gone up so much. And of course, Bitcoin just keeps going up. And obviously, we're talking about this right now because we are seeing massive Bitcoin volumes surging up, hitting their highest level this year, actually. Last time it was this high was back in December in response to what is going on between Russia and Ukraine. We see Ukrainians piling into Bitcoin, piling into USDT. You can see these massive spikes here. This is a spike for Bitcoin trading. This is a massive spike for trading in USDT. Huge demand for crypto assets. People getting out of the Ukrainian hryvnia, going into Bitcoin and USDT to be able to move money, of course, abroad and to store their wealth in a way that can't easily be confiscated by the government or easily be destroyed by war. We also see, of course, Bitcoin trading in Russian rubles increasing by 243% between February 20th and 28th. Not just over on BINANCE, but it gives you an idea of some of what we are seeing. Now, we did have the BINANCE CEO come out and call basically that those who are saying we should have a total ban on all Russian users being an unethical thing, which is obviously the right stance to make. Look, Bitcoin is for everybody, everywhere. It is important that it remains a neutral money, that Bitcoin is available no matter what the sanctions are on your country, no matter what the idiots who run your country are doing, the politicians, right? What chaos they may be causing for your country or for other countries. It's important that Bitcoin is always there for regular people to save themselves. And if you look at the Ukraine-Russia conflict that we have going on, doesn't matter if you're on the Ukrainian side, doesn't matter if you're on the Russian side, Bitcoin doesn't care. It can't care. It's just software, man. And because of the decentralized nature of the network, it makes it censorship resistant, because I'm sure that there's people on both sides of that conflict and on, the Western countries and some of the other countries. Everybody wants to stop you from being able to access your money. Everybody wants to be able to stop regular people from being able to send money to support their families and all this kind of stuff. Bitcoin can't be stopped. And that is incredibly powerful in our increasingly unpredictable world where we see so much geopolitical uncertainty happening. Thank goodness that we have Bitcoin, man. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. You're going to let me know what you think about all this stuff down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.